Hey everyone, welcome to our exploration of one of humanity's most influential inventions, money. We take it for granted today, but its journey through the cosmos of civilizations is a captivating tale spanning thousands of years. Think about it. Money is essentially a symbol of value that we all agree on. It's what allows us to trade, to build economies, and to shape the destiny of nations. From the barter system of our ancestors to the digital currencies of today, we've been on a quest to find the most efficient way to exchange goods and services. So buckle up as we blast off on this cosmic adventure through the history of money, from those early days of bartering to the mind-blowing possibilities of a digital future. Picture this. It's the Stone Age, and you're a skilled hunter with a surplus of woolly mammoth steaks. Your neighbor, a talented weaver, has an awesome new fur coat they made. You barter or trade some of your extra steaks for the coat. Everyone wins, right? Well, it wasn't always that simple. Imagine trying to trade a herd of goats for a clay pot. What if the potter only wants a couple of chickens? See, bartering relies on a double coincidence of wants. Both parties need to want what the other has to offer. Talk about a cosmic alignment. Plus, how do you determine the value of a goat compared to a clay pot? It was all subjective, making trade incredibly inefficient. As civilizations grew and trade networks expanded, it became clear that we needed a better system. We needed something that could act as a universal measure of value, something that could bridge the gap between a farmer's grain and a blacksmith's tools. Enter commodity money, the next stage in our financial evolution. So humans are clever, right? We looked around and started using readily available, durable, and recognizable items as a medium of exchange. Think shells, beads, salt, cattle, even those giant carved stones on the island of Yap. But here's the thing. Imagine lugging around sacks of salt, or worse, a whole cow to buy something. Talk about inconvenient, and talk about heavy. Storing large quantities of these commodity monies wasn't exactly a walk in the park either. It's like trying to fit a supernova in your back pocket. Not very practical, right? As civilizations became more sophisticated, they needed a more standardized and portable form of money. That's where metals, particularly gold and silver, took center stage. Their rarity, durability, and divisibility made them perfect candidates for a more advanced form of currency. And thus, the stage was set for a revolution in the way we think about money. Get ready for the era of coinage. Around the 7th century BCE, those innovative Lydians over in modern-day Turkey gave us the gift of coinage. These weren't just chunks of metal, they were stamped with official seals, guaranteeing their weight and purity. Imagine the trust this inspired. No more biting your gold to see if it's real. These coins were durable, easily divisible, and most importantly, widely accepted. Trade just got a whole lot smoother. The use of coins spread like cosmic background radiation across the ancient world, fueling the growth of empires and connecting distant lands through trade. But wait, there's more. As empires rose and fell, so too did their currencies. The rise and fall of civilizations became intertwined with the stories of their coins, each one a tiny window into the past. Fast forward to the 7th century CE in China, where merchants were really getting tired of lugging around those heavy strings of copper coins. Their solution? Paper money. At first, these early banknotes were basically IOUs, backed by the government's promise to exchange them for valuable commodities like silk or precious metals. But before long, folks started to trust and accept paper money just for its convenience. I mean, think about it. Paper is lightweight, portable, and easy to produce. It was honestly a total game changer. It's like comparing the speed of light to the speed of sound. Of course, like any new invention, paper money had its skeptics, but its advantages were undeniable, and it eventually spread throughout the world, revolutionizing finance and paving the way for the complex monetary systems we have today. Now let's jump to the 19th century, where the world embraced the gold standard. Countries pegged their currencies to a specific amount of gold, creating stability and facilitating international trade. It sounds shiny and great, right? But like a star that eventually collapses under its own gravity, the gold standard had its limitations. Economic growth was often restricted by the amount of gold a country held. And as history has shown, when economic crises hit, the rigidity of the gold standard could exacerbate problems. In the 20th century, we entered the era of fiat money. Fiat currency isn't backed by a physical commodity like gold. It derives its value from the government's decree, a fancy way of saying, we say it's worth something, so it is. Now, before you think we're all walking around with monopoly money, remember that trust plays a huge role here. Central banks were established to manage the money supply, control inflation, and ensure economic stability. This period also witnessed the rise of credit cards, online banking, and a whole galaxy of financial innovations that transformed how we interact with money. Hold on to your hats because things are about to get really interesting. The dawn of the 21st century ushered in the age of digital money, where transactions happen with the tap of a screen or the click of a mouse. Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin have emerged, decentralized digital currencies that operate independently of governments and financial institutions. It's like the Wild West of finance out there. Blockchain technology, the backbone of many cryptocurrencies, is also shaking things up with its potential to revolutionize everything from supply chains to voting systems. We're on the cusp of a new financial frontier, one where the very nature of money is being redefined. The future of finance is brimming with possibilities as limitless as the cosmos itself. From bartering over livestock to sending digital currency across borders in seconds, the evolution of money has been nothing short of extraordinary. Each stage, from commodity money to the rise of digital currencies, has reflected humanity's drive to innovate and adapt. Money has evolved to make trade faster, more efficient, and accessible to more people, fueling the growth of economies and connecting the world in unprecedented ways. As we venture further into the digital age, the future of money promises to be even more captivating. Will we become a cashless society? Will AI and blockchain technology completely revolutionize how we transact? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, the journey of money is far from over.